The Kaabah, often referred to as Beit el-House of God, stands at the heart of Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, as the most sacred site in Islam. It holds profound significance for over 1.8 billion Muslims across the globe. Every Muslim, regardless of geographic location, directs their prayers salat towards the Kaabah. Annually, millions of pilgrims converge in Mecca to fulfill one of the 5 pillars of Islam, the Hajj pilgrimage, during which they perform several rituals centered around the Kaabah. The Kaabah's importance is not merely historical. It symbolizes unity, submission to Allah, and serves as a reminder of the Prophet Ibrahim's monotheism. From its origins steeped in antiquity to its prominent role in contemporary religious practice, the Kaabah remains a focal point of Muslim devotion and a powerful symbol of the Islamic faith. The origins of the Kaabah are deeply rooted in both Islamic tradition and pre-Islamic history. According to Islamic belief, the Kaabah was first constructed by the Prophet Abraham and his son, Ismail Ishmael, upon divine instruction. It is believed that Ibrahim and Ismail laid the foundations of the Kaabah as a sanctuary for monotheistic worship, with Ibrahim calling humanity to worship the one true God, Allah. The Quran Surah Al-Baqarah 2:127 recounts the event where Ibrahim and Ismail raised the foundations of the Kaabah, marking the beginning of its religious significance. Pre-Islamic history, however, offers different interpretations. The Kaabah was revered as a sacred site by various Arabian tribes, notably the Quraysh, who controlled Mecca before the advent of Islam. The Kaabah housed numerous idols, worshipped by polytheistic Arabs. It served as a hub of religious and commercial activity, drawing pilgrims from across the Arabian Peninsula. Despite these divergent traditions, the centrality of the Kaabah in the Arabian religious landscape remained unchallenged. With the spread of Islam, the Kaabah was cleansed of its idols and restored to its original purpose, a house dedicated to the worship of Allah alone. 3. Role in Islamic worship. Central to Islamic practice is the Qibla, the direction Muslims face during their prayers. Established in 624 CE, the Kaabah became the Qibla for all Muslims after a directive from Allah. Prior to this, Muslims prayed towards Jerusalem, a city revered for its association with earlier prophets. The shift of the Qibla towards the Kaabah, as described in the Quran Surah Al-Baqarah 2:144, marked a pivotal moment in the nascent Muslim community's identity, further solidifying the Kaabah's spiritual importance. The architectural simplicity of the Kaabah belies its immense spiritual and historical importance. It is a cuboid structure, measuring approximately 13 meters 43 feet in height, with sides that measure around 11 meters 36 feet and 13 meters 43 feet. The Kaabah is constructed of granite from the hills surrounding Mecca and is covered with a kiswa, a black silk cloth embroidered with gold calligraphy. The kiswa is replaced annually during Hajj, in a ceremony that underscores the sanctity of the Kaabah. The interior of the Kaabah is relatively plain, with walls made of smooth marble. 3 wooden pillars support the roof, and there is a small altar inside where the Prophet Muhammad is believed to have prayed. Although few people are granted access to the interior, its serene and austere atmosphere reflects the sacredness of the Kaabah in the hearts of Muslims. The Kaabah underwent significant transformations during the time of Prophet Muhammad, both physically and spiritually. At the time of the Prophet's birth, the Kaabah housed numerous idols, worshipped by the polytheistic tribes of the Arabian Peninsula, despite its original association with monotheism. The Prophet's early life was closely connected to the Kaabah and its religious importance. As a member of the Quraysh tribe, which was responsible for the guardianship of the Kaabah, Muhammad was familiar with the Kaabah's central role in Meccan society. One of the key events during the Prophet's life was the reconstruction of the Kaabah in 605 CE. Following damage caused by a flood, the Quraysh decided to rebuild the Kaabah, but a dispute arose over who would have the honor of placing the black stone back into its position. To resolve the conflict, they agreed to let the next person who entered the harem sanctuary make the decision. That person was a young Muhammad, known even at that time for his wisdom and fairness. He proposed a solution in which the black stone was placed on a cloth, and the leaders of each tribe held the corners of the cloth, collectively lifting the stone into place, with Muhammad placing it into its final position. This event cemented his reputation as Al-Amin the Trustworthy. The most significant transformation occurred in 630 CE, when the Prophet Muhammad and his followers entered Mecca. During the conquest of the city, upon entering the Kaabah, the Prophet ordered the removal of the idols, cleansing it of all polytheistic associations. The Kaabah was restored to its original purpose as a house of monotheistic worship, dedicated solely to Allah.
Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth.